Hello guys, welcome to this short tutorial where I show you how to visualize data across geographic landscapes with Python. Basically we are going to use Pandas and Plotly. I'm going to show this by making a plot of the 2016 population of Nigeria across state lines. In more technical terms, this is called a Choropleth map, right? A Choropleth map is a map of colored polygons. In our case, the polygons are going to be the states, right? And then we use this colored polygons to represent spatial variations in quantity, and the quantity in our case is going to be the number of people that are the population of each of these states. To do this, we need two main parameters, right? We need the geometric information, which is going to help us kind of identify the boundaries of each state on the map, and then we need the plotting data, which is the population of each state. The geometric information is often represented as a GeoJSON file. The GeoJSON file typically looks like this, right? It has some attributes, then it has a features attribute, which holds an array of features. The features in our case are the states. So each feature has its own properties. We can see here it has an ID, then a state code, and then the state name, right? And then it has another attribute, that's the geometry attribute. This geometry attribute has the coordinates attribute, which holds a multi-dimensional array of the latitude and longitude points that help us kind of identify the boundary of the state. So that's for the geometric information. And then the plotting data is just the population of the state. So here we represent it in a CSV file with the name of the state and then the population of the state as of 2016. So basically we require just Pandas and Plotly to do this, and then if you don't have them installed, then now would be a good time to install them. So in terms of the requirements, that's all. Then we need to import the required modules, right? We need to import JSON so we are able to read the GeoJSON. We need to import Pandas, and then we need to import that's a typo there, Pandas, and then we need to import Plotly Express, right? So now that we've imported the required modules, we need to load the geographic data. I have this as a JSON file, as a GeoJSON file in my computer, and I have it just in the same folder where I'm running this notebook from, so I just load that in as a file. So it's open, and then we go into the folder data nbs state.geojson, and then we open that as a file, and then we load this into geodata with json.load, right? And then now we have the GeoJSON data in the geodata variable. So basically what Plotly does is it's kind of map the geometric information and the plotting data together using the ID. That's it uses the ID attributes of the properties attributes of each of the features, right? So we need to make sure our GeoJSON data conforms with this specification. So to do that, we just go into our GeoJSON data, we go into the features, right? And then we pick a random feature. Let's say the feature has index 5, and then we check its ID. This should give us the name of the states, right? So now we have Borno. Borno is the name of a state, so this is good. And then for just to see how the coordinates look like, we can go into another feature, say with index 10, and look at the geometry, and then we look at the coordinates attribute, right? This should give us a bunch of coordinates. What is wrong with my spelling today? Sorry about that. This should give us a bunch of latitudes and longitudes that help us map out the states, right? So now that we have the geometric data, we should load in the plotting data. Like the geometric data, I also have this. I have this as a CSV file, so we should load this in as a pandas data frame, right? You can just say read CSV, and then we can just navigate. We'll go to data, and it's NBS population dot CSV. Oh, and need to specify the separator as a semicolon. So this is good. File not found. NBS population 2016 dot CSV. Now this is good. So we should kind of preview the data, right? Just to make sure we have the correct thing and to see the nature of what we have. So as you can see here, it's a pandas data frame with 3 columns. The state's name, the geographical zone of the state, and the population as at 2016. So this is good. Now we have the geometric data, we have the plotting data. Now we should just make the plots, but just before we do this, we should specify the coordinates of Nigeria, in the latitude and longitude of Nigeria. So we'll see why this is important in a few moments. We specify that in the dictionary 8.6753. So we'll see why we need this in a few moments. So now we need to make the plot. We're going to keep the returned objects in the fig variable, and then we need to call px, that's the plotly.express plotly.express class, right? Choropleth map box. Now the first positional argument is the pandas data frame we want to load the data from. That's our population.df, right? So now we need to specify locations. We need to specify the name of the column on the data frame where the state boundaries lie, right? That's the states column. And then color, we need to specify the name of the column where the population lies. That's POP 2016. That's the quantity over which we want to visualize the variations. That's the population, right? And then we should specify the center. Here's where we need the coordinates of Nigeria, so it knows where to center our plot, so it doesn't take us to maybe the USA or South America or something like that. And then we should specify a zoom value also. I think we should try 5. If this doesn't work, then we could always change it later. Then we should specify the opacity. We should make it a little bit transparent so we can still see the underlying features of the map. And I think this should be all. Oh, okay, we could also specify the color scale. I think I should use redder. I like the way this looks. And then we should specify the labels. So we need to just label. We are plotting a single data, right? We are plotting just a single series of data. That's the population, and then we want to call this the state population. Yeah, I think this should be all. So now we can specify, we can call the updates layouts method on the figure object. So we can specify the margin. So our plot looks a little bit nice. So we want to specify the margins, the top margin as 0, the bottom margin as 0. Want also the left as 0 and the right as 0. The right margin also as 0, right? And then now we want to show the figure. Hopefully I didn't mess up any points. Oh, I think I must have left out the map style, right? Need to specify the map box style, and then I think I'll just use the carto position. Yeah, carto position. So I think this is good. So I think this should work. Invalid syntax. What is that? Oh, I forgot the comma. Come on. Yeah, and this should work. Why are you not working? Interesting. Oh, really? That's just terrible. I forgot to specify the most important thing. That's the GeoJSON, geo underscore data. Now this should work. It's taking a while to come up. Yeah, and now this works. So now we can see the Choropleth map of the population of Nigeria as of 2016 across state lines. We can see a little legend here, right? So this should map, right? That should be a semicolon there and not a comma. Yeah, now so we have it as the state's population. We can see the highest is around 12 million and the lowest is I don't know what. So we can see it seems this as the highest population states Kano about 12.7 million, and I think next should be this about 12.1 million. So we can see this looks good. So basically that's all there is to visualizing data in at least simple data in this case across geographic lines. So we could verify the data a little bit. We can look at what's the actual maximum population is and which states has that, right? So we can go into population df and then we can go into pop underscore df again. So we want to look into we should rather sort by values, right? Want to sort values, and then we should sort by want to sort it by the population. That's pop underscore 2016, right? And then we want to sort it in descending order, so ascending should be false. And then we should just take a look at the head of this, right? So we can see it says with the highest population is Kano, just like we visualized, and after that it's Lagos states, just like we visualized. So that works. And also we could just pick any random state and see what the population is. We could pick this is Yobe state. This says it's 3.19 million, right? So we could just come here and look into the data frame, pop data frame. Then we could go into the state, and where the state is equal to Yobe, and then we want to look at let's see, want to look at the population. So I think that must be capital Y. Yeah, so we can see Yobe state 3.19 million, and that works. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and that's all for now. So I hope this helps you a lot. If you find this interesting to watch, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like the video, and have a nice day. Thank you.